So Nick Ayton again. I just wanted to do the fourth instalment of Web3 behaviour and thinking, and well, what a place to do it. Actually, the tide's out, and you can see it's all amazing. What a night! What an evening to be doing a bit of sailing before bedtime. And Web3. So we know what it is. We know what it's not. We know what it's capable of doing. And so how do you recognise a proper Web3 opportunity, a company? And the answer is, of course, that it has to solve a problem, and it has to solve a problem that of a Web2 industry or sector or business model. So to create a Web3 model from scratch as a replacement to the problem, yes, you can do that as well. You can also use Web3 interplays in terms of a transition or a middleware layer that taps into the legacy, because at the end of the day, people aren't going to abandon their mainframes. They're not going to abandon their centralized systems completely, and the investment there is too great. And whilst it's inefficient, and relational databases is the most destructive thing ever designed by man, it's just an oxymoron, frankly. And the information is designed to the structure was designed to store information but not actually get information out, which is balmy. But so they're not going to walk away from it. So if you're investing in Web3 or looking for Web3, this is about plugging into the legacy world as well. It's not about putting a layer in over the top and pretending it doesn't exist, because you're not going to get traction. I mean, you may do that with certain new solutions or overlay solutions, but by and large, you're going to have to tap in. And I've got a number of Web3 clients at the moment, and the most successful ones they're taking on the big challenge, and it's a slow burn, and they have done all the integration. One in particular is tackling the traveler challenge, and what they're doing is connecting the traveler journey, and they are delivering enormous revenue upside opportunities for airlines, for concessions within the airports themselves, and they're providing the traveller with the control, the experience, the data, and earning and spending rewards on the fly, and having their issues and challenges met in real time. That's an enormous task, and they've integrated into 200 legacy systems, booking systems, revenue systems, all kinds of systems. And they've integrated with the big Sabre and Amadeus systems, which are the big, dominant airline systems. So if you're in insurance, you're in banking, whether you're in supply chain, aspects of transportation, hardcore manufacturing, it doesn't matter what it is. But if you're dealing with Web3 and you're rolling out Web3, your architecture has to look into the legacy. We have to get the data out. And whilst we will all agree that real-time data is more valuable than historic data, there is a flexibility challenge going on here. We could start afresh, and we could argue that the only valuable data is a full set of real-time data based on sensory information. That's structured, unstructured, that's maps, that's pictures, that's images, that's voice, that's heat and temperature. There's all of these rich contextualized data sets that is now of the modern age that we build algorithms to get that insight. But we still can't just close the door on Web 2. And if you try to do that, of course, you're going to make your project less appealing. So as an investor, where do you place your bets? Well, you place your bets with businesses that have solved the problem, done the integration, got the t-shirt and the sticker. It works. Product market fit is assured. So they are closing the gap, and they are structurally shifting an industry or an opportunity from Web 2, where the customer is not in control, to where the customer has more control. And this is a behavioral shift, of course, because a lot of customers may not be used to having control. They may not be used to having and being rewarded for their data. And the millennials want it, they get it, but my generation in particular, I'm reasonably tech savvy, so my generation in particular love it. I'd love to be in control of my data and be rewarded for it and be able to earn and spend. And I'd like to get the messages that says, Nick, there's a problem. You know, your flight's delayed, your hotel's double booked, we've lost your bags. You know, oh, by the way, as a voucher for a cup of coffee. By the way, if you spend money in this coffee shop, you know, you get a discount or what have you. Points and prizes. Don't we all love points and prizes? We like to gamify. We like to get value. We like to get a deal. That's Web3. It's perfect. Perfect storm coming. Time to get involved. Talk soon.